What's up, Space Pirates? This is your captain, the Dread Pirate, Dr. Disaster, and the topic of this video is one that warms my black pirate heart. Brie Larson might be gone from the MCU, and that is freaking lovely because she is one of the most insufferable people in Hollywood, which is saying a lot.
So earlier this week, USC Annenberg's Inclusive Initiative released findings that 67% of the top critics reviewing the 100 highest grossing movies in 2017 were white males.
Oh, dear God, no!
Less than a quarter were white women.
Oh, no.
And less than 10% were unrepresented men.
No, God!
Only 2.5% of those top critics were women of color.
No, God, please, no! No!
So why does that matter?
I don't care.
Like I said, she is wildly insufferable. One of those people who seemingly cannot have a conversation without talking about the immutable characteristics of people. Out here, in the real world, people don't give a shit about that sort of thing, but all that Brie wants to do is bring up what people have between their legs and what shade of color their skin is. This is partially why I find it so satisfying to see her fall out of love with her role as Captain Marvel, which seems to be the case. A recent clip surfaced of Brie Larson talking about Marvel, and it gives the impression that she doesn't want anything to do with Marvel any longer.
Ew. Ew! Get off of me! Ugh, as if!
Alright, me hearties, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter or X or whatever the hell you want to call it. My handle there is Dr. Disaster 1. But without further ado, let's have a peek at what we've got cracking with Brie Larson and her role as Captain Marvel. This clip comes from a few days ago at the SAG Awards. Let's watch.
Can you tell us a little bit about Marvel and what's coming up for you, your next Marvel project?
I don't have anything to say about that.
And that's all I have to say about that.
She seems pretty distant when it comes to her role here. If she were still even remotely invested in a future playing Captain Marvel, she would have replied at least saying something like, well, we'll see what happens. But saying, I don't have anything to say about that, tells me that she is salty. And that would make sense coming on the heels of the massive box office failure of The Marvels. With that said, this doesn't seem to be a new sentiment from Brie Larson. I don't know if any of you remember what she said a year and a half ago at Disney's D23 event, but she seems to be aware that a lot of people don't care for her playing Captain Marvel.
How long will you play Captain Marvel for?
I don't know. Does anyone want me to do it again?
No. No, man. Shit, no, man.
Don't be so modest.
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't have the answer to that.
I guess you have your answer now, Brie. A lot of us never wanted you to come back and play this character again. The box office tells you all that you need to know about that. But what this clip really tells me is that she is acutely aware of how the public feels about her and her character, and she's known it for a while. I think she only likes playing Captain Marvel when she's surrounded by fawning press and fans. Otherwise, it's a burden. And right now, that burden has her pretty disenchanted with Marvel. To be fair though, right before the Marvels released on the big screen, this is what she sounded like in an interview with Entertainment Tonight.
Is there anything you would still love to see her do that she hasn't quite done yet?
Oh, goodness gracious. I think there's still so much inside of Carol.
Phrasing?
I feel like getting to be on this team cracked her open in a way that she hadn't been.
Hey, phrasing!
And I really loved that for her. Like, I just loved her just letting the shoulders drop a little bit and not need to feel like all the responsibility was on her. So I think that there's just so much more to go. I mean, she's just a great character to continue to grow with.
Now, on the one hand, this was probably just her promoting her new movie. It's certainly got to be in her contract that she has to do that. But on the other hand, she genuinely seems like she's enjoying being there and being in the spotlight. If you ask me, Brie was happy, at least relatively happy, and felt like she could withstand the negativity from those of us who dislike her in that role. She could withstand it as long as her Captain Marvel movie was doing gangbusters at the box office. Now, I think she's embarrassed and doesn't want to be here any longer. Rumors have it that she is completely checked out of the character. Last fall, author Joanna Robinson, who wrote MCU, The Reign of Marvel Studios, was on the podcast The Watch, and on there she said, "I don't know if Brie Larson was the wrong person for the role necessarily, but the toxic backlash means that Brie Larson doesn't want to play Carol Danvers anymore."
Oh, that's too bad. We're so sorry.
In truth, if I personally had any small role in making Brie Larson feel unwanted as Captain Marvel in the MCU, I'd like to take this moment to say that I am truly, completely not sorry at all. Not in the slightest. She is a preachy, egotistical shithead who deserves scorn. It is the same scorn that she and her elitist buddies in Hollywood show us in the fan base for not buying into their corporate preachiness, hook, line, and sinker. At one point, Brie Larson was so entrenched with the future plans of Disney that there were rumors she was being looked at for a role in the upcoming Star Wars show The Acolyte, and now it seems like she wants nothing to do with Disney moving forward. Well, good. If there's toxicity surrounding the company that's pushing people like this out, it is what Disney itself has fostered. Divisive Disney has created division. Who would have thunk it? But that's what they deserve. Disney deserves a jaded and divided fandom because they intentionally pushed for it. Now, on the one hand, I would love to never see Brie Larson playing Captain Marvel again. But that's already the case for me because I never watch their movies any longer anyhow. On the other hand, it would be fun to see her join the MCU again and lose Disney an absolute metric shit ton of money. It's hard to decide what to root for, but I'll leave it there. In the meantime, tell me what you think. Drop your thoughts on the matter in the comment section and we'll discuss it there. Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your captain is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.